welcome to today's episode of Healing with Bube. I remain your favorite girl, Bube. On today's episode, we have a special guest in our midst who will be sharing his life experiences with us, Mr. Obi. You're welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you very much, Bube, for having me on your show.
You're welcome. Okay, sir, please, can you kindly share us the story of the darkest moments of your life?
Wow, it's only one moment I remember losing my dear wife to the cold hands of breast cancer. This occurred 6 years ago in University of Benin Teaching Hospital on the cold day of October 20th. We sadly lost her to breast cancer. Um, this moment actually showed me and revealed to me that, wow, we are just pencils in the hands of God. I battled with her the breast cancer for almost 2 years plus. We actually fought it. She was on chemotherapy, and we were even planning to take her to India for mastectomy, that is removal of the breast and radical radiotherapy. Unfortunately, the funds were a problem, and she had some other issues that I'm not at liberty to share. Um, I think the darkest moment is when actually I went to the mortuary and I saw a dead body. And in that mortuary, there were five persons, there were five corpses in the mortuary. And I could see all 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 ages of people. Like the what I want to say is that I could see there was an elderly man there, dead. There was a pregnant woman that just died from cesarean section with her fetus, with the placenta still connected. They just cut it. She was there, and another young person was there. I could have said, "Wow!" So at any stage in this life, we can we can pass away. And he taught me one thing. This moment, I remember the video or say the clip keeps playing in my head. I still have a photographic memory of that because I came with my cousins and brother. I was unable to enter the mortuary because I alone entered, and I tell you, I shed some tears. I'm a man that hardly cries, but I saw this lovely angel. It talks about finality, death. It's not like she's traveling to US or America that I was expecting to see her. This was like finality. No more will I see this smart, beautiful girl with lovely voice that sings like an angel. Churches, she goes to church and prays to God. I was like wondering, wow, this is a girl that loves God, that prayed a lot, and she's gone. And talk less of men, like mere mortals like me. And not just that, a beautiful cook. She makes the best fried rice. We could not just believe that our best chef that does the best fried rice is no more. And putting her in the air and taking her back home, we had a lot of challenge. Yeah, I could say that time the Benin bypass was really terrible, and we had to stay under the bridge for like, okay, we left the mortuary around 10 p.m. in the night, and we stay on the road around 1 a.m. My phones all went off, and I had a cousin that everybody was like calling and calling and calling. Whether Obi has ran away or Obi has gone gaga. You know, like, he just came. We under the bypass. We stopped under the bypass. And just saw my cousin ran to me and told me, wow, also, everybody's looking for you. Uncles, aunties, and wondering, where are you? I was like, wow, why are they looking for me now? They said, you just lost your wife. And I just had the smile on my face, like, wow, she has gone to, I think she has gone to a better place. And she's very religious and she loves her God. I think I will not be the one to, which word will I use now? Compete or take her from my creator because she so loves God. And in that moment, I remember that I just had four persons that I could use as pillars in my life. I had my younger brother, who's currently in Sokoto. I don't want to call his name. That's how I want to use landmarks. He's in Sokoto. I have a lovely cousin. He's currently in Ghana. I had a lovely friend, female friend. She's currently in Cross River, Calabar, and a very, very, very nice colleague. Currently in Ogun State. These were my pillars. They stood with me during this darkest moments of my life. I dread October 20th. Every October 20th is like I wonder whether the walls want to collapse on me. I've seen death in close quarters. I've seen death a lot, and I was given a nickname "Dead Man" because they said I was cold to reality. But this actually, I think, this moment actually touched me a lot, and I say, yeah, my darkest moment, without shred of a doubt, the darkest moment when I lost the love of my life. After I lost her in October, we buried her in November. In December, actually, I left my Delta State and actually went to Cross River State, and I got a job in February next year. And as I said earlier, I took every pain and just focused on my job. And that's, I think, made me climb the ladder very, very quick because I was so passionate about the job. I had nothing to do. I had nothing to, not say nothing to do. I had nothing to go back to. I go come to work. I just put myself in, I just engross myself in my job I do from 8 to 5. Boom, go back and rest and sleep. Get up the next morning. I come back again. People keep asking me, what is your motivation? But I actually just tell them it's the work. Motivation is that I actually had nothing to go back to. It was emptiness. So I just put every energy fiber in me to just work and work and work and work and work and work. And actually it helped me because that actually made me a stronger man because I remember what they said, what does not kill you makes you stronger. My true and one God, I think, is the author of our faith, and He gave me the light to actually come out from this dark period.
Wow, that's so interesting. So, viewers, if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly click on the like and subscribe button below. Thank you. Sir, please, were you at any point depressed during those periods?
Okay, thank you very much, Obi, for this question. You asked me at any point whether I was depressed. Okay, but actually, I did not actually see a psychologist, so I could not actually say because I think that is a diagnosis. Sorry, this one is medical part of me speaking, and I think if I'm to say and answer truthfully, I think there was a little depression in me.
Wow, that was so sad. Wow. Hmm. So, how did you find strength during those periods?
Anyway, you asked me where did I find strength during this period. I would just say yes. I would say first from God because I think God is the owner of everything. He's the creator of heaven and earth, and He's the only one that can give you strength in such trying times. And as I said earlier, I had four lovely pillars. You're like my pillar, like people carrying me like a tank. I was like a water tank, and I had four pillars. As I said, my younger brother, a lovely cousin, a friend, and a female friend. And these guys are the ones that actually kept me through this time. For my cousin, let me start with him. He was with me in the house. So he was one that supplied me my normal, which word will I use now? My go-to foods to survive. I took a lot of, I had to depend on a lot of Coke for caffeine. I drank a lot of coffee and some little strong wine. I was never drunk. I never got to the stage of being drunk. He just supplied those things. You just come to the kitchen. What hot water is ready. Coffee is there. Coke is in the fridge. Campari is also in the fridge. You just make sure the supplies were there. My younger brother, that was my pillar. When I'm just maybe down, I can do phone calls 2, 3, 4 hours. He just listens to me. Then my friend, if I speak with my brother today on Monday, maybe tomorrow on Tuesday, I will change and speak with my friend. So let me not just bore him. And these guys gave me every support. I speak 4, 5 hours. They just listen. I just nod their head. Just I think everybody just forget. I think the part of this experience I went through, I discovered that yeah, it's not just the death. Nobody talks about the partner of or the family of the survivor or somebody that just died. We just talk about this person died. What about the family, the immediate family? I think the most of the issues, the dark moments, we live with it. The person suffering, I think he has gone to a better place. And leaving us with the burden, because the burden I think is much. It's really, really, people don't really understand. And some say, "Go and pray to God, and God give it, God take it." My brother, not be God give it, God take it. So this one, he touched me. Yes, I usually tell my friends, people that say, God give it, God take it. This is not God give it, God take it. So, see, you wear these shoes. My father died, I saw him. Yes, but it was not that painful because I think the man it was almost 78 years. I looked at it, he lived a wonderful life. But he was a young girl under 30. So that face is a picture I can never remove from my memory. I've tried as much as possible. I think it's going to be part of me. Um, as I talked about, the fourth pillar of my strength was a lovely friend, a female friend. She stood there. She called me in the morning. How are you? And I think there's something I actually did that helped me a lot. I think from there it actually started my path into the NGO world because after the burial in November, I just had to leave where I was staying. I had to just change location because I was tired of driving and people telling me, sorry, Odo, how are you managing? I just got tired. I took my bags and went to Cross River State. And lucky for me, I met one of my old bosses. He just gave me a job in February. February the next year, I got a job in NGO and I took every strength, everything I had in my life, I put it into the work. They were like, wow, Obi Olisa, you are excelling well. You're excelling well. You're doing this. There was nothing because I have nowhere to go. I go home, there was nothing at home. It was an empty space. So I just took everything and I had and put it inside the work. I think that is part of where this my development, I think I got it from. I just was just so focused on my work. You just had work, work, work. Then you had coffee, cook, work, work, coffee, cook. I think the work helped me a lot because at least I worked, get tired till 5, 6. I just go home, take a bath, eat, and I sleep.
That's nice. That's very nice. Sir, what are your advice for someone going through same phase of life?
So my advice for our viewers out there is I'll just say, you hold your God strong, and as much as possible, you seek medical help. Yeah, from a psychologist, please. No man, this is not the one they say. Na man, is a man. Man not they cry. No, men can cry. Um, if you have to have a good family support because I think without that family support and friends, most likely I would have been a different. Maybe my scenario will be different. So please, we know the power of God in our lives, and also not forgetting the medical part and the family support. With these three components, I think there's no situation on earth you can actually deal with. So please, those that are having maybe depression or think they are depressed, you can actually seek psychologists. Psychologists are in every hospital. Just say, doctor, complain to him. Actually, I can if he does not know what to do, he can actually refer you to a psychologist because mental health is an issue that we sweep under the carpet. Mental health is not what we take serious in Nigeria. Yes, I believe in God. God answers all prayers, but I think some of these things is meant for the medical people to handle. Not everything you take to the pastor to pray. Yeah, there are some pastors that are good counselors. Yes, you can get a counselor. The counselor does his counseling. If he sees that is a little bit higher than him, you can refer you to the professional. You see psychologists, and the person puts you through the phases of maybe your grief, takes you one by step, and not forgetting your family. So our family are very important. So with that family, I think down the line, you'll come back a different person and you'll be happy with yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Obi, for being part of the show and sharing your experiences with us. And thank you, viewers, for being part of today's show. Please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly click on the like and subscribe button below. Thank you. See you in our next episode.